Good evening. Oh,
Good
you're here
evening.
again. Oh, I forgot I shouldn't scream. This new mic is probably kind of loud. I apologize.
They can turn it down.
Yeah, they can turn it down. Hello. Welcome to Tuesday night. This is Scram, Jett again. Welcome to the tomfoolery. We have a special guest, Baby Jesus, on. Usually on Full Metal Crayon Eaters. Felix Irving, aka Sauce Boss, is on a small sabbatical to take care of some own business. I'm sitting down here on the third coast, and it is very rainy. It's about an inch and 3/4 worth of rain in 6 hours. Actually, we're supposed to get 8 to 10 inches, so you might be able to hear the rain behind us. It's already bad. It's already flooded. Monstrous wrecks on the interstate. So yeah, we're gonna stay inside.
You say monster trucks on the interstate? Hell yeah!
Monstrous wrecks. There should be monster trucks because I mean the water's piling up down here, bro. Just Gravedigger just launches over, like a pile up. Like, whoa! I gotta get to work, bro.
Boss says I can't be late.
Yeah. Not again. All right, I'm gonna pass it off to co-host Uncle Si. You're one of our regulars, brother. Come on, what's going on this week?
Nothing big going on up here in Iowa. The biggest deal is we're getting ready to go constitutional carry, which shouldn't be an issue in my mind because that was settled years ago. But hey, progress, baby steps, Other than that, same old beer strolls, seeing crackheads over at Quick Trip when I go get hot dogs,
See, these are the stories.
Do they have crack in Iowa? Or is it meth? What do you guys have over there?
They got everything up here, bro. Ice, meth, crystal, freaking. They had something a couple years ago called
those three
water.
Are the same thing. Those three are the same thing.
Yeah, but they get these kids up here that can make it in a microwave and a mason jar.
They made a TV show about that called Breaking Bad.
Yeah, people actually figured out how to do that. I knew a dude that knew a guy that was like, yeah, this dude makes it in his microwaves in his mom's garage. And I'm like, yeah, bye. I don't want to talk to you no more,
Si moves town and changes his name.
Take it from Uncle Si. You don't want to visit Iowa, I guess. I mean, or you do. That's personal habits.
Yeah,
whatever you want to do. You know what I mean?
Well, a bunch of years ago, back here in Iowa, a lot of the farmers used anhydrous ammonia for their fields for growing. Well, the fuckers figured out how to make meth with anhydrous, and they were stealing the farmers' fucking stuff.
That happened a couple of years here too.
One guy I know had a tattoo across his chest that instead of it said Iowa, but it said I only want anhydrous.
Oh,
I was like,
gosh, dude.
I need better friends. I need to change my whole scene. And then I moved towns literally like a couple days after that. I literally bought a house and moved.
I'm out.
Did you change your name too?
Nope. I ignored everybody from back in that town. I was like, I don't know you. Fuck off.
From Uncle Phil to Uncle Si or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
From the Fresh Prince to Duck Dynasty.
He was a judge before. He's not anymore.
Now he just judges you.
Yeah.
Hi, Dan Webb. Hi, Miss Ashley Moon Butler. How are you doing tonight? All right, we'll kick it off to Mr. Special Guest, Baby Jesus. Thank you for joining us on such short notice. I took a small nap on the couch and woke up and I was like, oh man, Sauce Boss might not make it. Maybe we can sucker one of the Marines into coming on here with us. So here he is in all his glory. Take it away.
I was actually just working on some run stuff and just I was eating dinner and then I got a message. Hey, are you available? I can be for a while. Yes. Just so happens that I can. But yeah, I'm just working on run stuff, man. I went and donated plasma after work and took an hour to get there because there was 2 wrecks on the interstate. But got there, got that done, got home and cleaned up some stuff and then sat down, had an hour-long phone call with a good friend that's helped me out on my runs multiple times, and he's going to get involved again and more planning.
Sweet.
Slowly coming together, but I've never done anything on this scale, so it's going to take. I know I won't get everything complete, so I'm just trying to get everything done that I can, because it'll always be something I forget. I'm the world's best forgetter.
Make a punch list.
It just blows my mind on the logistics of planning something of this magnitude. I've done small, like we had like at Fort Carson, we had like a little 2-mile like a charity run or something like that, right? 3,000 miles is just mind-boggling to me, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, especially whenever you have 9 tabs of Google Maps open and you're scrolled all the way in, you're like looking at the terrain and the route and the cities. Yeah.
Terrain starts to look a little daunting.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody this weekend about it, and they were like, "Aren't you going to get bored out there?" I'm like, honestly, what I'm the most excited about, I think, scenery-wise, I can't wait to be in the middle of the desert in Arizona and not hear a fucking thing but the wind.
Yeah,
I love music. I'm always listening to music, but I think that being out there in that is just going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that.
I can relate. I've been in the plains of South Dakota, probably 30 miles from the nearest human being. You just sit there and it's just silent except for the wind.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most peaceful times of my life. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, go to the beach and see the waves. No, you got some little snot-nosed 7-year-old chasing crabs, or, you know, some pug shitting on the beach or something. Who knows? But
yep.
If you meet somebody out in the middle of the plains, then it's probably not a good situation. But yeah, you're usually just alone.
Yep.
Well, like when we'd go to NTC, I'd wake up early in the mornings and just sit up on top of the 88, watch the sunrise up over the desert out there, you know, and just, it was, like you said, it was just quiet and there was no lights, you know, it was, you know, yeah, it was just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was mapping out like some real hard details on the route and stuff, and I'm going to be going through the northern part of the Grand Canyon, and that's just, I was going to miss it, and then I saw the route was going to be like pretty close, and I was like, no, I can take a detour over there. And,
detour. Yeah.
Just, I used to stuff like that.
I used to live in northern Arizona by the Glen Cooley Canyon Dam, and then Page, and they got Lake Powell up around that area. It's beautiful.
Yep.
Nice. Yes. Well, again, thank you, Kyle, for joining us. We definitely want to dive in some of the details of your run. I saw you shot over a little thing for your the Facebook, because he's my brother, the 3,000-mile run. We will definitely get into that a little bit later. Well, this is Scram Jett. Any of you new viewers on here, this is basically a show for us. I don't care about you guys. Not just kidding. We do. But we do. We actually absolutely do care about you guys. It's a different kind of feel than most veteran shows. We like to dive into hobbies, what gets you going day to day, who helps you through day to day. Obviously, we're not sitting here avoiding demons. Please don't avoid your demons. You need to deal with them. We're giving you ideas to replace those, to get those thoughts out of your head and replace those thoughts with fun things and happy things. I do a bunch of crazy crap. Obviously, you can see from our intro, I drift and participate in motorsports. Felix and I both cook a lot. You know, all kinds of hobbies. Dave likes to watch crackhead at the Circle K. So, you know what I mean?
This is a judgment-free show.
Yeah, this is a judgment-free. And we're very interactive with the comments. Actually, my sister just popped in here. She's a meteorologist. Look at the thunderstorms. Look at that. Oh, that's cute. I didn't even know there was
that's like the second job you can have and be wrong half the time and still keep your job.
Exactly. I tease her all the time. You can be wrong half the time and still keep your job. She knows it.
half the time, it's more than half the time sometimes.
Well, you're expected to be wrong half the time.
Right. Yeah, they get percentages, you know what I mean? So they're like, maybe not.
You have a 50% chance it'll rain or a 50% chance it won't.
Of no rain. Who knows?
You never know.
Mr. Sophia Prick, he was actually, his little red Corvette was in the intro video. It was the one that was behind me when I hit the wall. So that's that.
Nice.
So yeah, that's Scramjet in a nutshell. We do have a couple segments. One called Tactically Acquired. That's basically at the top of the hour, where basically we look through everybody's collections of military memorabilia that you might have acquired throughout the years. I'll go ahead and throw out the disclaimer. Please do not show anything that you are not supposed to have. We will not be called into court to testify on your behalf. I will delete this recording, and this never happened. So if you want to, you can message the show, send us pictures of cool stuff that you've acquired throughout the years. Please make sure you have permission for it and nobody's actually looking for it still, because you never know who's watching.
There's a Marine somewhere still looking for that magazine, I promise.
Some poor
Some
poor guy can't clear CIF because his hand receipt ain't clear. He's like, "Where'd this magazine go?"
I've been that guy.
Well, wasn't it the Marine detachment somewhere that the commander and the gunny just got let go because they lost 2 rifles?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think I saw that today.
I was going to say, I think I heard or read about something where like 2 rifles came up missing and they relieved of command. Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me, I got to pull up my little military moment here, because there was a pretty stinking cool one today. Not really crazy, but it was nice. I enjoyed it. I was like, ooh.
And yeah, John, we could see your comments. They just don't teach Marines how to read maps. They just tell them go that way, and they go. It doesn't matter if it's steep, up, down, whatever. They just go.
I know how to read map. I did pretty good at land maps.
Sorry, we might have been in the middle of a conversation and didn't want to just pop it up right then, John. Yeah, but we see it, definitely. We see it. Where is it? Switch. If I can get that loaded up. So I can go ahead and do a freaking military moment. It's 15 minutes in. You never know who might be in. Mr. Irving or Miss Sauceballs may be dropping it. It's funny because I saw a bunch of people come in, and then it was like 7 people from Felix Page, and then they all left and he wasn't here. So I guess you got a fan club there, Mr. Irving.
You got at least one,
if you're out there,
viewer on every platform we're streaming on, though.
Nice.
YouTube, Twitch.
Thanks
Facebook.
for tuning in, guys. Yeah.
Oh, Felix just went 0.
Except for Felix Facebook.
That's all right. We still got
It's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, not a couple crazies. Not too shabby. Oh, come on. So Kyle has definitely. If anybody saw what we broadcast the other night, he was virtually building PCs, and my laptop is struggling. Meant for streaming, for sure. So I'm gonna have to build a PC for the new house and or shop, with a lot of other things in mind. But it is what it is. I'm doing what I can. That's why I'm trying to pull up this crap right now. It's like stuttering.
You are stuttering.
That's pretty good. But
it's the little engine that could. You can do it.
Yeah, it's trying, man, but it's not working. Thought I was gonna run like OBS behind StreamYard and have that and the other. And there's no way that's gonna happen.
I would not try that.
Nope. I thought about it, but the thought went out of my head really quickly. So
I'll give you A for effort.
Let me. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get this screen somewhere where I could share it. Oh my gosh. It's gonna start getting annoying. Oh no, I did the wrong way. To Chrome tab. There we go.
There we go. Got it.
So, top U.S. general in Afghanistan is carrying a heavily modified Glock compensator attached. So, this came during the Secretary of Defense actually visited him in Afghanistan. And this dude, he's a Green Beret, right? This dude rolls up with a fully modded Glock, like, you know, Beverly Magwell, a Leopold red dot, extended mag, and a compensator on this thing. Like, he's ready to rock.
I wonder what he's compensating for.
Recoil. This guy,
Oh.
recoil. If you see these tabs right here on his shoulder, yeah, and all that, he's compensating for nothing but recoil. Dude can carry what he wants.
I wouldn't pick a Glock personally.
Well, and if you were that rank, I mean, don't forget, like Patton and Ike, all those, when you get that rank, you can pretty much pick what you wear and when and why.
Yeah.
Well,
this guy is a Green Beret. They do get their choice of weapons. I'm sure it's choice of duty weapons that can be supported by your armory, obviously. You can see, I mean, this is magwell, threaded barrel, just kitted out. And apparently he has been known to carry a full-size 911, and he actually drew that 911 during an insider 1911 during an insider attack in Kandahar in 2018.
Damn. Dude's bad.
He actually, I mean, he's Green Beret. Now he's the top general in Afghanistan. So basically they said he doesn't care. He carries what he wants, and he's ready to drop the hammer if he needs be. You know what I mean?
Who's gonna tell him no, you can't carry that?
The guy right there shaking his hand, the Secretary of Defense, and he didn't tell him no. So
So
I guarantee you, I would want the best pistol possible on my hip if that guy was visiting and something crazy happened. If he knows how to shoot it, more hits on target, man. So that was like awesome. Then they, like, oh, look at John Wick and Laura Croft. They use compensators on their pistol, but they're unwieldy. But if this guy has a compensator, he's ready to rock. So
if it's on his pistol, it's there for a reason. Okay.
Yeah. He's a competitive shooter. I shot competitively for a little bit. Also, Felix did as well. We shot IDPA. We had a blast, and you get deep in the woods on that. We got deep in the woods in the conversation one night. So let's see. One of the guys from the Clutch Kickers event, Mr. Lane. See you all the time at the Clutch Kickers. Okay, what do you do when you drift when you armed? I have a 2006 350Z. It is white, and I'm rarely not running an event. Put it that way. Even a fun day, if the car is out there, I am still running grid a lot. Up in the car real quick. That's getting kind of annoying. So I'm gonna have to try to segregate that a little bit. It's kind of hard jumping back between the roles. So let me stop screen sharing. Yeah, John, exactly. I don't see an issue. You give them the tools they need to do what they need to do. You know what I mean? I knew some of the 7th Special Forces Group guys out of Crestview, and they would get uppers built for their rifles, custom uppers built. They would just drop them on top of their issued lowers and roll out to the desert. Anything they wanted, barrels, bolts, optics. Well, they'd rather use a government-supported optic so they could just pop on a replacement if they got damaged. But any kind of compensator, hardware, or anything like that, they would just drop that upper on top of their lower and go to town in Afghanistan, South America, Iraq, wherever they went. So
I seen a couple of the SF guys over in Kuwait one time, and one dude was walking around with the big ass freaking wheel gun. That's an issue item, not. But when you're in that, they give you a lot of latitude to carry what you want,
It wasn't known as Kuwait at the time. I think it was still part of the Ottoman Empire, and it was also during the Civil War when you saw it. So everybody had wheel guns.
Yeah.
They're cap and ball wheel guns, bro. Come on.
Shoot. When I was a kid, they didn't have guns. They were just shooting slingshots at each other.
Funny story. The guy across the street one day got mad at me and called the cops on me because he said I threatened him. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to shoot his dog. And the guy goes, you can't do that. And I'm like, I got a slingshot, and I showed it to him. I had a bucket of marbles, and I got a wrist rocket. And the cop literally went, you were going to go full Dennis the Menace on him. I'm like, yeah, keep your dog from crapping in my yard.
And there we go again. Get off my lawn. exactly.
What movie was that? Gran Torino.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
off
a couple of years ago, the house that's like directly behind me was a crack house. Literally, was a crack house. Not even joking. And some crackheads were walking through my driveway, and they were like, "Hey, let's just jump over the fence and go into the house." And I was like, "Not a good freaking idea." As I'm standing on my porch, like just didn't display it, but let them see it.
Yeah, wrong house.
Yeah, well, the cops finally shut that down. They raided it. It was a bad thing, dude.
Just so everybody in the comment knows, we are very reactive to comments. You can give us a topic to talk about. Obviously, we went off on a little rant. John's coming in, knew the 5th Group Armor. The arms room looked like a custom gun shop. I was trying my best when I was still in the Air Force. I was Aircraft Metals Technologies, which we machine, weld, fabricate. There is one gunsmith shop in the Air Force that has GIs in it, and that's at Lackland Air Force Base, where they do basic training. Well, those guys get to build pistols for the Air Force shooting team.
Oh, nice.
They also maintain all the weapons for security forces training. That's the 249 Bravos. That's everything that they run.
Yeah.
The 50 cals, the DMR rifles. I was like, those slots rarely ever come open. If you get there, you basically retire there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And you literally get they don't give you a certification. Basically, you just are a gunsmith, and any gunsmith test you could pass. You know what I mean? On any of those things, you could be a military armor anywhere, anyhow. After having that job, and I was like, oh, it was one thing I was shooting for, but it just never came open when I was in. So that would have been absolute riot. And I was this close to taking what brand was it? It was Armor's course for the AR-15s. It wasn't Armalite. It was some other company when we were up in South Dakota, but they ended up canceling the class. Like, ugh. Well, John, we can't all be perfect.
249 pieces.
Just say it. Can't go back to the old M60s. Sorry.
Yeah. That would be, yeah.
Dad shot a couple of those.
I'll have one day.
I used to be the 60 gunner in my unit. That was great. I love that thing.
Nice.
It was brand new and you were in.
No.
Speaking of which, did you see that there, not too long ago, some armorer somewhere found a Ma Deuce with a head stamp of like 1919 or something like that, still in operation?
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it had just been cleaned and taken care of, and it was still rocking. Just do. Man, I do. We'll see when this guy retires. One of my good friends, he's around this area. I was stationed in Turkey with him. He likes the automatic weapons. He has a suppressed Uzi. His brother's got a Mac 10. Is it the night? He actually just bought one, but he didn't get it transferred in time. I'm trying to remember what model it was. Oh yeah, it was the Browning 1919.
Yes, John. Exactly. Love it when you ain't got to hump it. Humping it sucks. Balls.
Yep, that's never been an infantry unit, but I have a lot of friends that are, and they always pick the shortest, smallest guy to hump it to. So
that was me. They're like, "Hey, you can carry the 60," and I'm like, "Why?"
Okay, yeah, John. Yeah, I thought it was somewhere around that era. It was like one of the very first ones produced. So it was after 1921, obviously, but it was a very, very old weapon. It was still throwing lead down range. So it's stupid impressive. So somebody actually knew what they were doing.
Deuces ain't no jokes. I mean, you can't mess with greatness. 1921, and they still haven't modified it barely. Hey, why fuck with,
Yep.
John Bush's Browning. So
when I went to Korea one time, we were doing the little plastic pellets, like BBs, but they were little plastic ones, right? and you could get battery operated automatic pellet launchers. And like look exactly like M16s, you know, the ones that kids were getting killed over because they pull them on a cop couldn't tell, bang. Anyway,
the airsoft stuff, yeah, airsoft.
Yeah, but it wasn't airsoft. Well, I guess it was, yeah. But we had our armorer upgrade these springs and the trigger mechanisms in our little toys, and like we could break skin with a plastic pellet.
Oh yeah.
We were trying so hard when I was in Turkey. Somehow a maintainer, I ended up being QA chief inspector for the weapon systems security group. And we had security forces underneath us. I had a security forces inspector underneath me, and we basically did all the scenarios for them. We did their active shooter stuff and all the other exercises that we can't talk about. But we were diplomatic so hard. We were trying to get them to let us use simunitions so bad. We had them in the armory, but they would not. The Turkish Air Force would not let us use them on base. And lots of the scenarios, I play the active shooter. You know, I know cover and concealment. I know sneaking around a little bit, you know, and like I would literally have a rubber rifle and I would pop up and I had to radio my compadre, like, hey, brown haired female got her, tall white dude got him. You know, he'd have to go tap their shoulder like, oh, lay down, you're dead. Where? What? It's like if I could shoot them in the face or the chest, they'd know it.
Right.
You know, with the simunitions. But dude, we tried so stinking hard and they were just like, no, we cannot let that happen. We're like, we'll be inside our own building. We'll clean up the mess. You know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Writing that pimp, right? Sayo, what's up?
Hello.
Chin Shelly. So that kind of sucked. You know, immediate feedback.
Yeah, but I heard those simunitions hurt. Like they can break bones if they hit in the wrong place or wrong way or stuff like that.
No, they're literally just a little 22 paint pellet. They'll hit you pretty hard. You'll freaking know it. It's a little bit worse than paintball.
I shot a captain right in the dick with one. It was I swear on my life, it was a total accident.
Sure it was.
No, we were like, they picked like 4 or 5 of us to go out, you know, help these guys go through their course or whatever. And I had no idea he was coming through the door. And I was looking this way. And then I heard the door slam open and I turned around and he came in. Yeah. So I like immediately like bam. I was like he grabbed his shit and he fell to the ground. What the fuck was that? I was like, holy shit. I'm sorry. Holy fuck. My bad. It's like my bad.
All I'm thinking is your mind is going, I fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fucked up. He's like, he was mad, but he wasn't that mad. He's like, that was a damn good shot. That fucking hurt. I'm like, yeah.
Dude,
I was not aiming for that.
You're supposed to wear protection.
He did, but like it was the flap, you know, or whatever. And like whenever he kicked the door open or whatever, it just hadn't put back down yet. Yeah, because it was like,
no, you're supposed to wear a cup with those. Like if you, yeah, like you're supposed to wear a cup with those, not just the flak jacket with the, you know, the freaking gender armored flap, I guess. So
good to hear, Tom.
Hey, Tom's home say.
He looked like he had fun on his weekend there. He looked like he was eating some good food and drinking some good bourbon.
Did you order the tomahawk? That's all I want to know. Did you order the tomahawk?
If somebody else is paying for it, why not? You know.
I mean, I would.
You have the guts to order the tomahawk?
I would be like, can I have 2 of those, please? One to go.
One to go.
And as you're walking out of the restaurant, just have it and just
some big meat lollipop.
that would be
Come on, Tom. Let us know. Hurry up. You gotta respond.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, we want to know about this damn tomahawk.
Like, how good was it? Because I'm thinking about buying one just to make it. I've never made one myself. I don't eat a lot of steak, but
I could kind of understand that. Yeah.
Yep. I can get on board with that answer.
Yeah. Redneck Pimp is asking if you did you get your stimulus caliber check? I
I'm
did.
not getting one now.
They're
taking mine for child support. Bullshit, but whatever.
I may or may not be buying more Freedom Seeds. I have enough Caliber toys. I only need things to go through them now.
Yeah, start making them.
I know. I seen Felix doing that, and I was like, I should get into doing this.
It's a little tedious to get everything set up, but it's fun. I have a couple setups that I've done for a while. When I build that new shop, I'll start doing it again. Lane, this is March 23rd. I think on Veterans Anonymous, we've been doing it for a month and a half or so, right at a month.
About a month and a half, month and a week, maybe.
Yeah. We were previously on another network that we didn't have complete and total freedom on, so we split off for different reasons, and we've been here now. I think we made this page on January 19th, the Facebook page. So it's been going for a little bit. I mean, every week we're climbing up little by little. Like we said, it's just kind of a bullshit session. Let's talk about our hobbies. Let's talk about stuff that distracts you from the daily grind and get you away from your demons, Yeah. But that's what we're doing. We're talking about reloading, talking about guns, talking about eating tomahawk steaks, and drinking a little bit of bourbon. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I have a 5-station turret press from Lee. I can do 5.56, 300 blackout, 9mm. I do 308.
5.56.
Dude, okay. Hold on just 1 second. I'm gonna do this. I haven't pulled this bucket out in a while.
I think I remember the bucket he's getting ready to lift. Yeah.
No, this is you've never seen this bucket. That's just
I need you to load this for me. I'll come pick it up next week.
I've got 3 more 50 cal ammo cans full of that down there. So
yeah,
they're not clean. I've got a whole tub of them that are already cleaned at my new house. So
yeah, you got a new house. What's that all about?
Oh yeah. So today, finally, after what's this year, 2021. So 12 years of renting because of the military lifestyle and economy and crazy crap. My wife and I finally clicked on my first house, not her first house. We found a nice spot down the road, like 2,500 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, a pool, and a nice spot for a shop for a decent enough price. And we didn't really jump through hoops at all. It was relatively easy. You just had to wait. Mm-hmm. And we signed the paperwork today. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go load a small load into it. So I had a load last night. It was like kitchen crap. Like, as soon as we get the keys, I'm going to go do it. Before we went and signed, it's raining right now. It's been raining since 2:00. I was like, I'll just drop it off the storage unit. It's going to get wet in the back of my truck. So sign up, sign all the paperwork. It's not raining. I'm like, go back to the storage unit, load the truck back up, go to the freaking house, unload. I'm like, I can go to my old house and get some stuff out of the garage and make a trip then. So I start loading stuff up, and as soon as I get the last piece in there, it starts raining. So I haul ass to the new house, open the little shed out back, get soaking wet, drop a bunch of crap in there, and I just sit at the house on the screen and porch and just dry it off for a little bit. But hey, I got a new house. So
nice.
This will be the last Scram Jett that I do from this garage / now makeshift studio and where old cars come to die. That will be getting a new home. The stipulation with actually staying in Mobile after I got out of the military is that whatever house we bought would have a shop, or I could build a shop. So this has got a spot for a shop. I'm planning on doing a 30 by 40, 16-foot ceiling, so I can do a loft. It'll be
just make it 40 by 40 to make it more even.
I don't have the space. Well, it'll be a 40 by 40 footprint with a 10-foot overhang in front, like a little porch. So I'll put a freaking porch swing out there, man. A little picnic table. It's a family space too. You know what I mean? So we'll be moving all the big crap this weekend. Just a quick wham bam. and then moving all the rest of the little stuff over time, because I've moved so many times that I kind of have a system. So you don't just dump everything in the place if you can afford it. Get a freaking storage unit, man.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, buddy. We will see you Thursday night. Full Metal Crown Eaters. We all love you. It's a great time to mention all the rest of the shows on Veterans Anonymous Network. Monday night is Monday Night Mayhem, 7 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Central.
Oh, yes,
8 p.m.
Everything
Eastern.
Central time. Yes, every show on this network is 7 p.m. Central time, except this one. So, Monday Night Mayhem, 7 p.m. Central time, Monday. Scram Jett, obviously you're here. 8 p.m. Central time, Tuesdays. We got the Crossroads with Combat Cricket. That'll be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday. And then our special guest here, Mr. Baby Jesus. He's the other half of Full Metal Crayon Eaters.
It's me.
It's me. It's me. I'm Mario.
It's me, the Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus. 7 p.m. on Thursdays. I like to tune in to see what flavors of crayons really are. What?
Holy shit. I'm looking at something. I'll show you. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Lane, yes, I've had this R32 for a while. I started to freaking start restoring it. And then, of course, I buy a lift, install it, and then immediately find a house to buy. So I'm going to slap the brakes back on it, get it running, and pull it into a storage unit for a couple months while the shop gets built, and then reattack this thing. But I have a load of parts for it that have to go on it. So no, John, this is actually a MaxJack 6K. I can actually unbolt it to the floor. It's got flush mount anchors and wheels on the back of it. So I just undo it, roll in the back of the truck, take to the new place, put 6 more anchors down in the new spot, and be good to go. So the power unit and everything like that is separate. You just run the hoses. It's got QDs on the hydraulics. I'll probably install a little bit more permanently in the new spot, but I will end up getting a bigger 2-post lift as well, because I need a 10,000 pound lift, because I don't want to have to take my truck anywhere just to do something. So,
and why not? If you got the space, hey.
Like I said, that was the deal. That was the deal. When I got orders to Turkey, my wife's like, I got to move back to Mobile, because I did a 3-month TWY and she almost went bonkers with 2 kids and no support. I completely understood. I'm like, absolutely. I was like, well, what are we going to do after the military? She's like, well, I mean, a lot of places hire in Mobile. I'm like, well, we'll see what the salary's like. But if we stay in Mobile, I'm going to need a shop. She's like, done. And I'm like, can I get that in writing? She's like, well, I was like, no, I'm serious. Can I get that in writing? And I've never let her live that down, because every house we looked at, every house we looked at that didn't have a shop or a space to build a shop, I'm like, why are we even looking at this? Well, I like the house. I'm like, great. There's no room for a shop if it doesn't have a shop.
Pull out the wallet, pull out the little piece of paper, go, remember this?
I should have. Because it wasn't that many times, but she really liked these houses, and I agree. The houses that we looked at were beautiful, but there was either no space or no freaking shop. I'm like, that's the deal. Like, I was part owner of a shop in Florida, and it took me away from my family so much. You know what I mean? I was full-time, I was active duty military, and I was co-owner of that business, and it just sucked me dry. I burnt the candle at both ends. Like, family wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. Wife wasn't happy. It just sucked all together. So I basically told myself if I was going to do anything with cars, it was going to be at my place of residence where my kids could be there. My wife could come down, sit on a bar stool, and drink a White Claw, whatever she wants to do, listen to music. It's a hobby shop. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not a business shop. Like, I can't do that again. And I don't think the marriage would survive it if I ever did that again. So, not going to do that.
Yeah.
It's what it's got to be.
So whenever you go ahead.
Thank you, Redneck Pimp. Said we're doing very well on our new network. Keep building. We're trying, brother. We're trying all kinds of new shit every week. just having fun. Like I said, Kyle popped on as a favor. Thank you very much.
I'll be right back.
So whenever you get this new house and get it all settled in, and you're gonna have the whole Veterans Anonymous group for a barbecue or something.
Absolutely.
We know a guy that cooks, so
you know me. I cook.
Yeah. Well, so do I. So does Tom. So does Felix. So
Felix won't admit this, but I kind of taught him how to barbecue. But...
yeah. Hey, everybody's got to learn somewhere.
No, I mean, he knew how to cook. This is where we actually kind of became good friends. The squadron, actually, I think it was the wing, wanted someone to smoke a whole hog for a spouse's day. Uh-huh. And so I'd obviously been cooking. I'd brought the grills to the shop, in my shop. She was like, "Oh, he can cook. He can do it." I was like, "Oh, come on." I really didn't want to take that on, but because I wasn't going to go source the grill, but some chief had a smoker and they were going to buy the hog. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I need this, 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 and this." Boom, boom, boom. And then Felix came on, and we sat there. Me and him sat there for 14 hours and got that thing good and rolling. And next crew came in like at midnight, and we're like, "Hey, just keep heat on it. Doesn't need any more smoke. Just keep heat on it." Well, these guys proceed to think they know what they're doing and keep throwing stuff for it to smoke. So the skin came out tasting like tar. The meat was good. It was cooked, but it was like, yeah. But no, it's pretty good. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. But
we know now.
I know. I can throw it down. I'm just saying. No, absolutely. I mean, this, like I said, it's 4-bedroom, big pool, gonna have a big shop, huge deck. Absolutely. Let's do it. See the beach. Like 45 minutes
before July.
Before July. For the run?
Yeah.
Oh, I figured we'd feed you when you got back, so you'd just be all like big and fat like Thor, and Endgame.
I'm like that now. But I can't lose too much weight before I go because I want to lose weight while I go. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
It's that weird thing where you got to have enough weight to keep up with your body's loss, but you don't want to be too overweight to it's that
eat
weird
your joints
combo.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, John, no. I mean, I just go off the template of the actual base plate of the lift. It's going to be a 6-inch foundation in the shop. You can mount any lift on that. So I mean, literally just place it, measure it, spot drill it, and then pop them out. So it's not that. Yeah, it's not that complicated. I don't need to do any templates or anything like that. It's relatively easy. So. Oh,
what are you drinking tonight, Uncle Si?
Bush lattes, like always.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna get a small refill.
Drinking water.
I saw a TikTok the other day that somebody here in Iowa drove by a yard and a guy was in shorts, flip flops, and doing barbecue on a Bush Light barbecue grill. And she was like, "That's the most Iowa thing I've seen." Iowa sponsored by Bush Light,
Yep. That's funny. I'm just drinking water still.
Well, like here in Iowa, they had that guy on one of the college game day shows where he was like, "Send beer," and Bush Light donated, I don't know how much freaking money and beer towards him, and he turned it into a fundraiser for kids with cancer at a local hospital. So, he did good with it, but it's just like Bush Light is a Midwest thing, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, redneck. I'm in the heart of Iowa. I'm in freaking Moines. Like, boom, boom. 35 and 80. I'm at the crossroads, bro.
Oh, yeah. You're in the middle.
I've never spent any time in Iowa. I've driven through it, but
I got family in the northwest corner, so been to a couple family reunions up there. Oh, Storm Lake and Sac City and Carroll.
Yep.
All those places.
I've drunk road trip. That's what we do in Iowa when you're younger. You get drunk, you go gravel traveling, you go to the small town bars that don't card, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like Alabama, but with trees.
Yeah.
That's the biggest shock coming from down in the southeast, like where it's like heavily forested.
Yeah.
It's like rolling up to the Midwest and being able to see for miles. Like I'm not even used to being able to see 50 feet. Like there's a pine tree or an oak tree or something like everywhere. Like you don't see crazy, vistas and horizons. I remember rolling into South Dakota, flying into South Dakota, getting in a car and rolling toward base, and you could see everything.
Right.
You could see the Black Hills that were like 7 miles away. And if we came from the East River coming back like hunting, and you could, like, the sun was behind you, you could see them for like 20 miles away. I'm like, how do you do this? Where are all the damn trees? This is bullshit. And I realized, oh yeah, that's how the wind gets through. That's why it blows 40 miles an hour all the freaking time.
Yep.
Right.
So it's like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Richie, I know where Newton is. They got a nice racetrack there that I've never been to because they don't allow smoking in the grandstands.
So screw you.
Well, I'm outdoors and I can't smoke. Come on. And then the other thing is, if you sit and watch the races on TV, you get to see the replays and the stuff that you didn't see at the bathroom break in the grandstands.
True. That's why I like watching races from house.
Exactly.
Did you guys see the picture that the Monday Night Mayhem show tagged me in the new outfit I should run in?
Yes, I did see that.
Did not.
It's so bad. I'll pull it up. It's probably the most weird thing I've been asked to wear.
It is pretty weird.
I'm slacking, man. I'm freaking moving and all this crap. I just realized I didn't have anything kind of.
Yeah, Richie, I am in Polk County, and if you're 2 hours and 10 minutes from me, that's like you're still in Iowa. You can literally, from where I'm at, drive north, south, east, or west 2 hours and still be in the state of Iowa. Barely, but you're still in the state of Iowa.
Sounds horrible.
Better than Texas, driving 10 hours and you're still in Texas.
True that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
There it is.
We're sharing. Is it G-rated, PG-rated? I don't care. Throw it up there. Oh, yeah, I did see that.
That is so bad. No, I don't think I could do it.
You're gonna get them in Marine Corps. You're gonna get them in Marine Corps red.
No, I don't. No, I don't think there's a good color for those.
Yeah,
I've been asked to wear some weird shit before, but I think that takes the cake.
It's a lot of chafing, I think.
Fishnet.
You know what I mean? Be some strong thread to hold together in a fishnet. Be some chafing.
I mean, walking, I could see no chafing, but if you're going to try to wear those jogging, oh, bro, you're going to need like freaking baby powder literally out your wazoo. Yeah.
It's going to start a fire.
Yes, I know, Mother. This is my mother, by the way.
Hi, Mother. Travis.
Yes, I know. Sac City, Iowa is where my grandfather was from. That's, like I said, it's around Storm Lake and it's around Carroll. Still have family up there. I loved going there. It was fun.
I don't remember.
Lakeview. Lakeview is where some of my great aunts have a cabin. It's called the Crabbin because their last name is Crab. Imagine that.
Nice. Nice.
No, I never grew up on that lake. It was quite nice in the summers, at least. And then, but it's a 20-hour, a little bit less than 20-hour drive from where we were in Alabama. And then when I was little, I'm like, I just like, if this is what vacation is, I don't want to go on vacation anymore. If it's just sitting in the car and driving. Like,
Yeah.
we went to South Dakota one time. It was a 24+ hour drive. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't want to go on vacation anymore. So it was really cool going back up to South Dakota as an adult, though, and getting to see stuff and do activities and rock crawl and ride motorcycles and do crazy stuff. So
I'd love to go there.
You should run through there.
It's out of my way, like significantly, like
really up north and
hundreds of miles out of my way.
You should just run across the state of South Dakota.
I mean, I can do that. You pay my way, I'll do it.
Nah, man, I'm just gonna go sit in Rat City and get drunk with Felix.
Wait at me when I go by. Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go.
Hey, buddy. Hey, this guy. Look, this guy.
We got to go to Casper, Wyoming. That's where he's moving. Remember?
Oh, that's fine. It's easy. It's not far away. It's no problem.
I've got friends that live up there still. Somewhere up in South Dakota. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a weird
Actually
state.
met them playing the video game and met them a couple years ago. Met them in real life a couple years ago. We've been playing games with them for years.
IRL?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got multiple friends that I've met on a video game that I've met in real life.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever that loyal.
I've gotten a few Facebook people that I've met and got to meet like in real life, and that's always cool too. Yeah.
I didn't realize that comment was still up. No. Speaking of video game people, when I was stationed in South Dakota, I would work night shift. And I would come home like 11 o'clock. And I can't remember which Call of Duty it was. It was somewhere between 2010 and 2013. So one of those earlier Call of Duty.
Like Black Ops 2 or something, probably.
I think it was earlier than that. Whatever it was. Well, I would get on, right? And I would play a couple games. And then I ended up squadding up with these 4 Aussie guys. Or 3 Aussie guys. Like we would play together or play against each other, and then they would invite me, and then every time I would get on, like, let's go, mate, let's go, yeah. Like, and they were amazing. Like I was okay, but they would just rape and pillage. They were like full send, like 25-1, like they were just insane.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, sorry guys, I got killed a couple. No, mate, you're good. Don't worry about it. Just check out the next game. Yeah, here, try this one. All this crazy stuff. Well, I ended up looking one of the dudes up, like number 15 in the world on that particular game in multiplayer. And I got on the next night. I was like, dude, why do you guys play with me? He's like, you're cool, gang. You're good. I was like, all right.
That's awesome.
So that was fun. Like, oh wow, you guys rock. It made me better. I ended up being a pretty decent player. I never tried to go for ranking or anything like that, but
yeah,
roll with the best of them.
Yeah, those people that I met playing WoW, they're top 100 guild in the world. And I'm like, not me.
Yeah,
not me.
That's some dedication to the game right there.
I met him at BlizzCon in 2019, and like the top guild in the world was there, and they were doing their whole, over photo shoots and stuff. And I got a picture with one of them, and I was like, "Hey guys, I got my picture taken. Let's go!" And they were like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "What do you mean? He's fucking never." And they're like, "Yeah, they beat us every time." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you guys were like top 100." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Your rivals. Oh,
but I still got his picture. I don't care if I keep
yeah.
I still watch him on Twitch like all the time. He's a Scottish. He's from Scotland.
Oh, nice.
I think he lives in Ireland now or somewhere. I don't know, somewhere over there. And he's got the real thick Scottish accent. Like that's why I watch him. The game is one thing, but his accent's just badass.
I love like on TikTok.
Yeah,
I love like on TikTok where I think she's a Scottish girl and she sings.
Yes.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
and she tries to do American stuff, and it's fucking awesome. It's just incredible.
Dude, I shared it in the chat earlier. I was up donating plasma earlier tonight after work, and I scrolled through TikTok while I'm sitting there donating, and I came across this TikTok. I laughed. I watched it probably 50 times. I kid you not. But I was crying. Tears were rolling out of my eyes. I was laughing so hard. They were looking at me like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, you wouldn't understand. It's a TikTok video." But I swear I watched it probably 50 times, and I laughed just as hard every single time. I had to stop watching it. It was so funny.
Speaking of which, if you want to go into any detail on your run, I actually just put your stuff down at the bottom. The Facebook link, the Venmo link.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And absolutely. I know
And
you talk about it enough.
Later, Richie.
Yeah.
Later, buddies. No pressure.
We're gonna have to get him to like phonetically spell that out so we could say that correctly, because I know it's a Native American, but I don't even want to attempt to say that because I know I'll brutalize it.
Donna Dagovi, maybe?
Yeah.
It'll end up sounding like Russian instead of Native American or something, you know.
Still kind of does.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because last week I watched Dances with Wolves and Wyatt Earp in the same week. It took me all week to watch it because I can't sit and watch a movie that long. I either fall asleep or I got to go somewhere.
Dude, you got to get the trifecta and like slip Pocahontas in there, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, Tombstone's next on my list.
There you go.
I haven't seen Tombstone in a long time. I think Wyatt Earp's better, but they're both really, really good.
They're pretty close. Pretty close.
I like Donna.
I was getting my nerd on this.
Donna.
I was getting my nerd on this weekend watching the Star Warses.
Yeah.
Combat cricket.
Donna
Doga Oni. See, now there's no V in that, and we were pronouncing the V. We made it sound like Russian instead of Dona Doga Oni.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Okay.
It's not good.
And we tried.
Yeah,
we tried.
Yeah. Tombstone's amazing. I'm not gonna say it's not, but I liked Wyatt Earp better because I don't know if the cast was good in both, but I just think that Dennis Quaid made Wyatt Earp better. Doc Holliday. I don't know why.
I don't know. So we'll have to argue on that one. Val Kilmer.
I don't hate Tombstone at all, but
Val Kilmer's freaking Doc Holliday.
It's probably because I saw it first when I was a kid, so I liked it better. Probably. Yeah. Oh,
just
that would be
classic.
Cool.
You know, you're a daisy if you do. You know,
that'd be cool. Get him on there and
come live and translate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't get to watch movies very often, so
true. I don't have time.
I watched an hour, 30 minutes here, maybe an hour at the most, and then pass out or go do whatever I had to do. But
just the one-liners from Val Kilmer and Tombstone, man. You know,
yeah.
Well, I'm your Huckleberry. You know, stuff like that, or you're a daisy if you do. That's
speaking of one-liners, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean and that whole movie series with, his, but you do remember me. Yeah. Why are we out of rum? All those one-liners, Why is the rum gone?
So I
agree.
I think I just found my next nerd investment.
Uh-oh.
It's so
go ahead and pop it up
before
you talk about your run.
I don't even know why I want this because I don't need it, but it's cool as shit.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, nice. Right? Yeah, it's like I don't need it, but I want.
Yeah. And my monitors wouldn't fit on that, so that's a no-go.
I'm sure you can modify it. You know some people that do metalworking.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
not worried
trust
about the
me.
metal work. I'm worried about my monitors because my monitors aren't flat like that. My monitors are curved.
Yeah, but metal work wise,
You just make the
we
There's
stands
got
and
no,
it would just curve really cool.
there's no way
later Lane.
to
Later, Wayne.
attach
Lane.
the.
Yeah,
My bad.
we didn't talk about much racing and crap this time, but we usually get into it a little bit, especially when I'm coming off an event. And I did have a video about the event, but it's like a little bit too long and too big for this actual
That's what Judy said.
program. So, you're still you're throwing zingers from the Scram Jett, dude, on Tuesdays. God,
She's not safe ever.
never. No, I have
I don't know where
an
she's
idea.
at.
Oh,
I don't know. She's probably in the other room.
mm-hmm.
She's a little feeling a little flat. Need to air her back up.
No, in the Loftus I plan to build in my shop. I definitely have plans to build a simulator rig for driving.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a tubing bender down there and just add a 1-inch tubing and just build a frame for it. So
hell yeah, be awesome.
done.
Oh, that's badass too. Yeah, I need to stop looking at computer stuff because I can't really afford it.
So if you can get into your run a little bit, it is top of the hour. Get into your run a little bit, and then we're gonna roll on to tactically acquired. But definitely want to hear more about that. All your info is scrolling across the bottom of the screen for anybody watching.
Yeah. So a little bit of background. I'll try to do that as quickly as possible. But in 2015, I met a Marine in a bar that was walking across the country for the 22 veterans that commit suicide every day. And that was when I first learned about the 22. And it lit a fire in me, so I wanted to do something along the same lines as what he was doing. And we talked back and forth and came to the conclusion to do a 300-mile run because I was off work for about a week. And so I started with 300 miles because he's my brother. In 2016, I ran from Pentwater, Michigan to Columbus, Indiana. And then in 2017, I ran from Canton, Ohio to Columbus, Indiana, which is where I'm from. Third year, I ran from Huntsville, Alabama, back to Columbus. And then the 2019, fourth year, I did Bowling Green, Missouri to Columbus. And I didn't get to do anything last year because of COVID, obviously. But I wanted to do a 3,000 mile across the country. And I'm actually getting to do that, hopefully, Lord willing, knock on wood, this year. Shooting to start in July. If we raise the money that we need to get the expenses covered first. Talked to a guy earlier tonight when I got home about what we're going to do with the money after the expenses. We got a really good, really good idea for it. Got to bring it up to the board
Nice.
at our meeting Sunday. But so yeah, I plan on doing coast to coast, San Diego to Washington D.C. I know Washington D.C. is not necessarily coast, but it's close.
Chesapeake.
Yeah. But 3,000, a little over 3,000 miles. Still working on the exact details of the route because there's a couple things that might change. But anywhere from 3,200 to 3,300 miles. I plan on trying it in 4 months. Technically 3 months, but giving myself 30 days worth of rest whenever I need it.
Yep.
So I'm not going to try to kill myself the first week or two. So, but it's going to average out to about 37 miles a day, which isn't horrible. People think that's a lot. If you look at it like 37 miles a day, yes, that's a lot. But I've been running for I've been running for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And you break it down. If how far can a normal average person walk in 12 hours? Pretty far, So if I take a 12-hour day, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., and I do nothing but walk that entire time, I would walk easily 40, 45 miles.
Yeah.
So, if I run for an hour, walk for an hour, run for an hour, walk for an hour, 9, 10 hours, So, and if you look at it like that and you break it down like that, it makes it way easier to try to tackle something like that, And I've never tried this before. I've never done 3,000 miles, so I could be just totally wrong. But I usually look at it like that when I do my 300 miles, I had to take how many miles total it is divided by how many days I'm running, and then I'll say, hey, 12 hours a day. Oh, that's not horrible,
Knock the math down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You dumb it
Divide
down.
the chunk up. Yeah,
marine it down.
Marine it down.
But I've always.
I was going to say bring out your
running.
Army calculator, but
I count my fingers. 1, 2,
3. 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, I've always loved to run. Even when I was a kid, growing up in the trailer park, we always riding our bikes or running everywhere we went. Gas station, Subway, Taco. Well, we didn't have Taco Bell then. McDonald's, or we'd run to town, 10, 12 miles away. We'd start, early in the morning, go to the skate shop,
Yeah.
Ride our bikes to the skate shop, get whatever we wanted or we could afford, and then ride or walk back. Yeah.
You got to have a promo poster, man, that says, 3,000 miles to DC.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner in the background with an Elvis suit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got to cheese it up. You got to ham it up, man.
That would be funny.
Everybody likes
working on
these days.
Working on getting sponsors. We're a good chunk in, but we're not there, Grant, we have a couple more months, but I'd rather get the money we need early so I can start early, end early. But yes, the Facebook, PayPal, and the Venmo information are scrolling across the bottom down there. Thank you.
And I just dropped it in the chat, and it drops it from every single source that we broadcast to. So everyone.
Yes.
So
anything,
multiple ways.
Anything you guys can do is greatly appreciated, and I love you for it. If you can't, that is fine. Share it. That's the main goal of all this, is to get the awareness out there that veterans, not just veterans, but that's the main focus, is veterans that are committing suicide every day. That whether it's PTSD, addiction, depression, anxiety, whatever, letting them know that they're not alone. That this is what I want to do to show them that they're not alone. And hopefully they see that, and reach out if they're struggling. And it's going to be a challenge, because this is 10 times bigger than what I've ever done.
Absolutely.
And but I'm excited for it. I don't think that I'm not going to go into it. I'm scared to do this, which I'm nervous. Don't get me wrong, because if the worst happens, and I got to prepare for that, and my mom doesn't like talking about that, doesn't want me to do it because of that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
I'm not going to live my life scared of everything, because I can get hurt here at home.
Yep.
Just as easy. Yeah. So if I can change one person's mind about committing suicide, or helping one person reach out that's struggling, then it's worth it. Like, without a doubt, I would do it again. I haven't even done it yet, and I would already do it a second time if I'm able.
Absolutely. I mean, we'd much rather listen to your problems than your eulogy. So
100%.
You know what I mean? This guy, Mr. Baby Jesus, is doing amazing things. I can't even believe you've ran those 300 miles. And I'm sure in my military days, I've heard of you and your stories. I know they do the big Spec Ops ruck marches down Highway 90 down here to Spec Ops headquarters at Navarre and stuff like that. So I'm sure I've heard of you along the way, just never knew who you were until now. But big brother, you're killing it. That's awesome. You see his green screen in the background, and then the Silkies.
That was 2019. That was last year that I ran. That was coming into Columbus. That was actually, I was about 3 miles from my finish line that day. I also don't remember this guy's name. I don't remember We had a
Sorry,
5K.
guy.
Yeah, I feel bad because I've met so many people over the years, and it's hard to remember everybody's name.
Yeah.
But we had a 5K that year, and we shuttled people out 3.1 miles 5K to run with me to the last 5K of it, and it was really cool. And
Hell yeah.
he was one of
Cool.
He was one of the few people that ran with me like at my pace, and I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go home.
You're almost there, brother. You're almost there.
But and you know, people call me Forrest Gump all the time, and it does like it. That's why I said that. It doesn't bother me. People are like, doesn't that get old? No, because honestly, that is probably what planted the seed in my mind when I was a kid. Because not the whole movie. some of it was not.
You went to Vietnam too?
No, but I think that like I was thinking about that the other day. I think that honestly really planted something in my mind where, because people have actually ran his route across the country. Yeah, and like it's a legit like thing. I'm like I could do that, you know, and now I get the chance to and doing it for a cause. So
you see in the movie how many people started following him though, and how many people paid attention. Obviously, this was back in the day, and it's obviously a movie. But you gotta think like, why is he running?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go run with him, man. Like he's already done it coast to coast twice. Let's do it a third time. And then he had a mile long thing behind him. So you know, you're sparking interest, you're attention, you're bringing awareness. That's your goal. So no, absolutely. And would you be mad if I sent you a Bubba Gump Shrimp Company hat?
No, I would definitely wear it,
dude. Because I shit you not, I'm about maybe 10 miles from Bayou La Battery, Alabama, and I've gone down onto the shrimp boats and bought shrimp before. Seriously, from Bayou La Battery. I'm not kidding you. It's like right that way. Seriously,
I believe you.
So
I dressed up as Forrest Gump for Halloween. I don't know. 5 years. I think after the first year I did this, I did it, and me and my friends went to Indianapolis, and it was fucking colder than shit. But I had on the real short. I went to Goodwill. I found some really short, like red shorts and a yellow polo, and just a red trucker hat. And I had polo buttoned up all the way, and had my hair was a little scraggly, had the beard and everything. And people were like, "Holy shit, it's fucking Forrest Gump!" The funny thing was, I ran into a Forrest Gump that was the nicely dressed Forrest Gump. The plaid button up and the tan short, the pants, whatever. And I got a picture with him. He was like, "That's hilarious." He's like, "I love everything you got." Like I had the knee high like white socks with the white shoes. So
funny thing they didn't know is you've actually run a distance. You can actually run pretty well, not across the nation, but you run distance. So, hell yeah, dude.
So, and then I think that I'm doing this for a cause, and I'm also doing it for myself because I think this is going to be a really therapeutic journey, you know, because like I said, I can't wait to get out in the middle of the desert and just not hear anything for a while. Absolutely. And just reset. So Greenbow, Alabama.
Actually, I can tell you for a fact that town does not exist. There is a Greenboro, there's a Ville, there's an Evergreen, and I've been to all this, but there is not a Greenbow, Alabama. But
that's a letdown. So, man.
And it is what it is. Yeah, because seriously, on my list. Yeah, I'm gonna go visit Greenbow, Alabama.
No, I'll have to watch that movie again.
I've
watched it in a couple years.
Actually, you see all his information in the chat. It's scrolling across the bottom screen. I mean, what you're doing, what you're donating to, it's gas for the chase vehicle. It's his water. It's his sustenance through the day. I'm sure he's trying to get a couple, like a protein bar company and people like that to sponsor him too. If you know anybody that has any, you probably don't want to be guzzling energy drinks or anything like that. You want water and electrolytes. Yeah, you want Pedialyte and stuff like that. If you guys can freaking send them a case or coupons for freaking Pedialyte or water or anything like that, everything counts to get them across the country.
Yes.
So please consider it. The information is up there. We will be pounding this into you guys' skull every single time on Scram Jett for sure. Hopefully all the other hosts on the Veterans Radio Network. I know Full Metal Crayon Eaters, which Baby Jesus is a part of, is doing it hardcore. But I'm making this a banner for all of our other shows to put up to raise awareness for this cause, because we'll have to get with the timeline for sure. But I'm gonna I'm not gonna run with you, man. My knees are shot, but I'm definitely gonna come support you for a couple legs across the country. And if I got contacts across the country year out, I still got a lot of friends, active duty, some veterans, and see if they can do something for you, for sure.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions to that Facebook that's scrolling across the bottom, you can message that, and I'll answer any questions that you have to the best of my knowledge. My sister also helps me run that page because it's hard to keep up with everything. But if she doesn't know the answer, she'll ask me. But we're working on getting the final details of the route done. I've got hopefully in the next week it'll be 100% done. I'm actually going to DC in like 3 weeks, I think, to check out where I'm allowed to go, where I'm allowed to, where I'm not gonna have a bunch of people. I don't expect to have a lot of people at the finish line with me, but I want to see where I can bring a group of people and that,
Yeah, have a finish line somewhere.
Yeah. I got a couple places in mind. But me and my friend Margie, we're gonna go in a couple weeks. An IV bag company. Yeah.
Dude, they rock. I'm telling you, we have them for our race car drive at our hot races in the summer in Florida. Man, it's Thrive IV Wellness. It's like a banana bag. They pump you up and they rehydrate you and keep rocking, man.
Yeah,
Dale White. Anybody know Mr. Dale White? Okay,
I do know Mr. Dale. He's always commenting on my stuff and supporting me. He actually's got a uniform for me. He was given. So
nice.
We'll do something nice with that. But you can give me an IV of coffee in this arm and an IV of Mountain Dew in this arm, and I'll just keep going.
Be like Sonic for a dog.
Yeah, we're gonna have to treat you for a heart attack and diabetes.
Yeah,
we are actually
in.
Yeah. We actually have at least one viewer on every single source that we've casted tonight. That's pretty good. Thank you, gents. Nice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty nice. Not too bad. Hopefully, we'll give you some decent content tonight. It seems like that. I mean, like I said, we're just here hanging out, raising awareness, distracting you if we can from the daily struggles, giving you a place to vent in the comments if you need to. Old Dale.
You're a rock star. I don't know about that.
Do it for Dale, says Kyle's a rock star. Hell yeah. Hey, do you have anything? Well, all right. So it's past top of the hours when we usually do it, but we absolutely made special space for because he's my brother. 3,000-mile run across the United States, or as I like to call it, 3,000 miles to DC, starring Kevin Costner and Kurt Russell.
Was that Kurt Russell? Yeah,
that's the guy I couldn't think about the other night.
Yeah,
there's a couple guys there. But we will slyly move on to our small but humble segment that we like to call Tactically Acquired. Dude, I do need do a little GIF or a little video for that. Like have it like like a sniper shot or some kind of small little whip. It is kind of boring, just like a graphic up there or whatever. Anyway,
have like a sergeant major or wing commander's parking sign, and then have Tactically Acquired just kind of like slammed into it.
I may or may not have one of those. Not really, no. So Tactically Acquired is a segment where you guys can actually shoot us a message on the Facebook page. John, you're on here. We do have some of your coins tonight. If you can stay on here and please explain some of these, because we've been meaning to get to them for the last couple of weeks. We do have them as overlays. I did review a bunch of them. Some of them are a little weird. I think that's just because of the upload quality. But this is a segment. Any of those things, any of that military memorabilia throughout the years, whether you were coined, patches you got from the units that you were in, going away presents, going away plaques, road signs, anything from anywhere you were that is legal and you're able to show it to us without catching a case. That's our biggest thing, because there are a lot of things out there that I know some of my friends have that I'm like, you don't need to show that to anybody ever again. You need to either get rid of that, destroy it, or just bury it. I don't. So just don't get in trouble. Yeah, well, that is. Yeah,
I didn't say a weapon. I didn't say it was on a weapon.
Yeah, no. Just don't get in trouble on here, please. And
we're responsible for anything.
No, absolutely freaking not, dude. I've been called before to ask about a few things that someone may have acquired, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I seriously didn't. And it was like, it was nerve wracking going in front of freaking OSI.
Can't handle the truth.
Yeah, dude, it was like, it was some serious stuff too. It was like, man, I'm glad I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Yep. Some people are fucking stupid.
Yes, they're very dumb and don't realize that things are serialized and are tracked on a high value items list. So started off, I know, put you on the spot, baby Jesus. If you got anything within arm's reach,
no,
not.
No problem. Next week, I will give you something.
That's fine. Shoot us a message if you're not on next week. You know what I mean? No big deal.
I got a couple coins that are pretty rare.
Nice. My coins are actually all packed up right now, unfortunately.
Yep.
Which sucks. I'll let me reach back behind me real quick.
Well, seeing like with the whole coins thing, when I first got in, they weren't a big deal. When I went back on active duty, they had somehow like escalated, and it was a big deal now to collect coins.
Hold that thought.
Okay. All right. We'll hold for Kyle then. He might have something.
I might have something right here.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, I think I do. So if this was tactically acquired, it was acquired by my dad, not me. But go ahead. What it is.
Oh, you're gonna look at yours first.
Yeah.
All right. This is actually
first.
Got you. This is actually pretty simple. Anybody that's ever run up to the military base or come to a checkpoint or anything of that sort of matter, you've probably seen one of these.
Yep.
Obviously, this is I think this is more. Yeah, this is the Air Force. This is AFI 31-101. This is the standard sign you put everywhere. And the biggest line at the bottom is use of deadly forces authorized. You will see this around lines and sensitive areas in Air Force bases. We knew the guys in the vinyl shop. They were literally sitting around for about 5 years in the back of a shop. And he's like,
nice.
Take these away. Something about it, they had changed the verbiage on them and they couldn't use them or something like that. So this is absolutely legal for me to have. I'm not going to post it outside of my house or anything like that. It'll probably go on my side of my shop. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I think I got like 2 of them. One of them's on the side of the toolbox, but not many people I know have that.
Yeah.
I saw one of those when we went trail riding out in Colorado Springs and accidentally got too close to NORAD.
Mm-hmm.
I seen one of those signs and I was like, look, guys, we got to go. And they're like, why? I'm like, do you see that fucking sign? We got to go.
I mean, as long as you don't cross that line where that
I didn't even want to be near that line, okay?
It's true. That's true. If you're out in the woods somewhere, you don't really be near that sign. Just stay away. Mind your business. Go away. Don't get curious.
Yeah, I'm looking for the little silent black helicopters up in the sky and stuff.
Because even if you, if you, even if you're well-meaning, you deadly force. I don't know, bro. I've seen security forces. You cross the red line on an Air Force flight line, you get put in your face with a loaded M4 in the back of your head. Seriously, like
I've seen a couple no joke Air Force people like what you're talking about. You misstep on a flight line and they will fucking hammer you. Yeah,
it doesn't matter who you are. You could be the chief or the freaking senior master sergeant. That's who they did it to, a senior master sergeant. Like he stepped over he broke red without going through the freaking gateway stuff like that, and they put him on his face and put him in cuffs. So you got Kyle? What you got?
So I don't know how old this is. I know it's like probably 50 years old, but I live like 5 miles maybe from Camp Atterbury, and this is an old map from like I think it's like the 40s or 50s. It's all changed now. Don't worry, nothing's the same anymore.
Nice,
but it's like falling apart. Like that's how old it is.
Wow,
and it's been like wrapped up forever. Yeah,
it's a freaking lithograph or something.
Yeah, I've had that in my closet forever since my dad left. And I was like, I wonder what that is. And because it says Atterbury on it, I'm like, it's got to be something old.
Yeah, I went solo too late. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No big deal. That was me. I couldn't find it. I was trying to find the feature.
See, John, that's what I was worried about. I figured they had me under observation the whole time. And so I was like, okay, we got to the fence and we need to just unask the AO. Otherwise, and with sharp things are going to come out and want to talk to us, and that won't be good.
Yep. So, John, stay right there. Stay in the comments.
It says, it doesn't say the year, but it says recon, Atterbury recon picture.
Nice. The plot map then. So these are some coins sent to John a couple shows ago. And we did get him on overlay. John, if you can type what that is, it looks like Korean flag. So it's, yeah.
With due respect.
Looks to be up by Camp Greaves area, if I'm remembering them infantry guidon flags.
There's some small text on there, but yeah, it's Korean flag.
Yeah, there's the infantry guidons. There's cavalry guidons. I think there's a lieutenant colonel and a major or sergeant major insignia and rank on there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. If you see him in the comments, pop him up. I'm on the overlay section, but I don't see any new comments.
Not yet.
I'm guessing Korean. Obviously, South Korean. It was North Korean, and that'd be a coin.
Well, that would be a hella coin to drop at a fucking bar. You drop a North Korean coin. Whoa!
You win.
DMs. Yeah, deep DMZ.
Yeah, you win.
Another one. Commander in Chief,
nice.
Congratulations. That's a 4-star? It's a 4-star?
That's a 4-star.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that unit.
John's saying that's the 2-9 infantry coin given to him by a friend. Okay.
Nice. Yes. Okay. What's the 4-star? John?
Huh. That's really cool.
If it's in
comments,
trying to remember my army patches. It's been so long. That's Usarek out of Europe, I think, is the center one that looks like it's got the flaming sword. And then the other one that looks like the A is like 5th Army.
Desert Storm.
Yeah.
Desert Storm. Okay, yeah.
Is that what he says?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. From Desert. Okay, sweet. All right, we'll go through we'll go through one more. Here's a patch that you sent to. It's 502.
Oh, he volunteered to go.
Oh, nice.
He volunteered to go.
Nice.
502 SHA Shafe.
7th Army. Okay.
7th Army. Okay. Is that what this 502 patch is? No, 7th Army was the coin. That was that little A insignia with the
star.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm curious about this 502 patch. There's got to be a story.
I am too. That's kind of old school right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was before you had the crazy. That's where everybody and their mom could embroider your patch right there. You know, it's kind of off center a little bit, kind of a older design. So 502nd Parachute Infantry Patch, World War II. There we go.
Okay,
that's
what I
was.
go. Yeah, that is old school.
It definitely looked older. That's cool as shit right there. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That a lot. Sweet. That's pretty good. Did you bring something up for Tactically Acquired this week? You didn't even listen to me. Did Dave?
Yeah.
Gandalf. Did you bring something for Tactically Acquired?
The only thing I've looked through some of the stuff, and I don't have a lot. My house got broke into a bunch of years ago, and I lost a lot of stuff. But I got some stuff. I sent you the only thing I got is the one I sent you that I acquired from Korea.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Shit.
I got something for you next week that you'll like, since he said that he has his great uncle's pocket watch and his helmet.
Nice.
Nice. My dad had 5 uncles in World War II. Gandon.
Gandon.
No.
My dad had 5 uncles in World War II, and one of them brought back one of the swords off of one of the dead Germans. So.
Oh wow! Nice.
Yeah, I've seen it like 3 times in my life, I think.
That's when you still bring home more trophies.
Yeah,
I have seen. Now I have personally seen a German Luger from a guy. That was pretty rad. It was his dad's. I was like, whoa. He's like, yeah, he took this off an officer. All right. Yeah.
I'll have to call my uncle this week. He was in Vietnam. See if he's got anything he can send me a picture of.
It's one of those things you probably shouldn't show as people, but
yeah.
Oh, it's just a complaint department.
Yeah, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's demailed. It was. It's funny because this actually used to be the shift knob on my Jeep.
Nice.
I took the selector off, took some 3/4 inch threaded all thread, and heated it up and bent it so it was like a big hot rod shifter up here.
Yeah.
And I ended up threading the bottom of this and putting it on top of it. So like I'm in my freaking rock crawling dude's like squaw, squaw, and then like just see the eyes on the Security Forces guys when I roll up on base with this is my shift knob, like hand on the freaking grenade. They're like, I don't know if that's allowed. I was like, it's my gear shift knob, bro. Look, it's screwed in the bottom of it. Like,
Yeah.
It got retired though. So
when I was a lowly E2 a couple times, I had a 1.5 that I modified the shift linkage so it came up a little taller, and I put an 8-ball shifter on with the one, and then for the transfer case, I put a skull shifter on it.
It's like Mad Max. You were the original Mad Max. Look at you.
When Metallica, what was that logo they had with that weird skull?
Mm-hmm.
Live shit, binge and purge.
Yeah, the scary guy.
Yeah, they had that stencil in the box set, and I stenciled my 1.5 at the contact truck and our 88 with that stencil, and it stayed there for about 3 days until somebody saw that and was like, "Hey, we got to paint that over."
Baby Jesus definitely knows Metallica.
I mean,
do you want? Yeah,
I would say so. I got S&M 2.
Yeah.
I got another one here.
Can we show them? Can you look it up real quick?
Oh, I mean, I guess.
Well, the reason the first tattoo I got was a skull that was supposed to look like Cliff Burton's. That does not look like Cliff Burton's at all. You know, I wanted that Misfit skull. But yeah, Cliff Burton's the reason I was like, ooh, I want a skull.
Yeah.
What is that? A couple times. Lowly E2.
Oh, I was called Yo-Yo because literally I went from like E2 to E3, E4, E3, E2, E3, E4, E2, you know.
One of my favorite chiefs I ever had, Chief Michael, who's like, used to always tell these stories like, well, when I was a staff sergeant for the second time,
yeah,
you know, I went, like, whoa, hold up, Chief, back up. How did you lose staff sergeant the first time? It's like, well, let's not get into that. That's a later time when we had a couple more beers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I had a sergeant major that, like, when I first reported my new unit, I had to go meet sergeant major for some reason. And he was looking over my 201 file, you know, your personnel record and all of that. And he looked at it and he looked up at me. He looked back down at it and he goes, you know, I've always told people you're not a real soldier unless you've got at least one Article 15. I guess you're a super fucking soldier, aren't you? And I was like, well, I try, Sergeant Major, you know.
Dude, these days that's a death sentence, unfortunately.
Yep. Oh.
One mistake military most of the time, unfortunately. Obviously, some mistakes should only be one mistake: sexual assault,
Right.
sexual harassment, you know,
Right.
bigotry, all that stuff. But there's some ridiculous stuff out there that people are getting kicked for. Yeah, it's seen it in my time. I was like, what? So is what it is. I mean, so I will. It is just past the middle of the hour. I'm going to do a small little ad for our brother that is not here right now. Unfortunately, the boss is not with us tonight. He has some family issues to take care of, but he will be back next week. We please go to beerbecuesauce.com, BBQ Sauce on Facebook, and find him on TikTok as well. He does morning cooks. He cooks lunch. I mean, he might do a ham and cheese sandwich, but he's entertaining doing it. You know what I mean? I love the sauce. I've known the guy a long time, ever since he dreamt this crap up, and I've always enjoyed it. I do have a sample pack right here with me. It's mustard sauce, spice sauce, and original sauce. He does have a Reaper sauce, if you dare. We're trying to get Kyle to try that. Do you have
tried that yet, Kyle? Have you tried that Reaper 48 paste? That's what I want to know.
Not the paste.
No.
That's what I want to see him try, that paste, because that's a evil concoction that Felix was bored one night and decided to take about 48 jars of Reaper and concentrate it.
I don't even want to. It's burning my ears thinking about it.
Right? I was watching Felix do it, and I was like, holy crap, dude, what are you doing? He goes, I got bored. Ruh-roh, we're about to maybe have a live sample.
There we go. Yeah.
There's the Reaper.
Black label, BBQ sauce, black label Reaper.
That's
if
the
you
paste
dare.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not trying that tonight.
No. You say I'll cry for you if you do that.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
I'm good. This one's pretty good.
Well, and what's cool, like I've tried the Reaper, and it's got spice, but it's not hot to be hot. It's got flavor too. I just can't deal with the heat.
You have a dead tongue. Like either that or I got too much Viking in me, man. Like I can take some like Frank's Buffalo, some Crystal hot sauce, some Tabasco, stuff like that. But get anything over that, I'm like, nope, I'm tapping the hell out.
And yeah, John, I think I got 4 or 5 company grades and 3 field grades. I'm not positive.
Good. Good.
Right? It's got the heat, but it's not heat to just be hot. It's got a good flavor too.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta have in a hot sauce. Like I'm not sure if I could take that right there. That's
no.
Yeah.
Did you see one of Felix's TikTok followers? She was like, here's a good hangover cure. She takes the Reaper, pours a shot of it, slams it.
Yeah, it'll clear your sinuses. Yeah.
Oh, it'll clear everything on you. Yeah, from top to bottom.
Yeah. So if you're not sure about barbecue sauce, he does have these sample packs. Obviously, you don't get Reaper in a sample. It's pretty toxic to make. He also does have his beer BQ rub sampler packs. These are, I think, like 3 ounce vacuum sealed aluminum pouches. Great for hunting, camping, all that stuff. I got freaking a couple packs in my drawer at work. You know what I mean? When the barbecue food trucks just start kicking it, I'll slam out some spicy barbecue rub and drop it on top of it. I've almost gotten to the point where I've taken a couple of sample packs out to that barbecue truck. And I was like, no, I'm tapping the hell out. And yeah,
And yeah, John, I think I got 4 or 5 company grades and 3 field grades. I'm not positive.
I got almost gotten to the point where I've taken a couple of sample packs out to that barbecue truck. and been like, "Hey,
Nice.
here, you need this."
Yeah,
You know,
here,
I'm
try
not.
this.
I'm not gonna.
You need
yeah.
this.
I'm not gonna do that to anybody. I'm like in front of anybody. I'm not gonna waste a sample pack either. I gotta take this to one of the meat stores around here pretty soon.
Yeah.
But,
Meat store.
good meat store, man. They sell some lame ass barbecue sauce, but dude, I'm telling you, roll in there. They got decent steak, decent cuts of meats and stuff like that. They sell like green egg stuff and like kettle stuff and all pellets and good supply of stuff. You go to the barbecue rack and it's got dust on it.
Yeah.
But obviously, people who have tried this and it's trash, or
Yeah.
they don't come here for barbecue sauce. So I don't know. You might need to do something about this. So he does have a co-packer. He does ship in bulk. You can get a pallet of barbecue sauce if you want to for a pretty damn cheap price. So hopefully soon he is planning on doing a couple things to get him on the road a little bit this spring and summer since COVID has lifted for sure. I definitely want to see him. I'm trying to get him to come down and to one of my races down here to just spread the word. I got a lot of friends in my area. Obviously, I spread sample packs and take jars to people's houses, and everybody seems just like, holy crap, where's this been in my life? So, holy shit. Really? Hold on.
Whoopsie. Air compressor kicked on.
Yep.
I know that noise.
I need to find a job where I can work from home, Uncle Si.
Oh.
I don't want to get up at 3:45.
Oh, bummer, bro.
Yeah.
At least I know my airlines are freaking pretty leak free.
Yeah.
I turned that on about 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's the first time I was turned back on to pump up. So
Nice.
Yeah.
But yes, in conclusion, please go visit beerbarbecuesauce.com, Barbecue Sauce on Facebook, and Barbecue Sauce on TikTok.
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 TikTok. I love the TikTok.
I'm out of shit to talk about. What you guys want to talk about?
I am actually going to head to bed. I got to get up at 3:45.
That's not a cool thing to talk about.
It's not cool to talk about, and I'm dreading on doing it already.
Understandable.
But thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for showing
thank
up
you
and
for coming
helping
on.
fill in.
I had a blast like always. You know, this is the second time I've been on here, and I love it. You guys are. I think we're all as a network improving every week, and we're going to do some good stuff. But I'm going to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Crossroads. I have it on a sticky note right there. That's the only way I know everything. It's like I didn't have to tell you. I could have just been like, "Oh, yeah, I know everything. Yeah, I'm good."
Because you are Eastern time, right? Yeah.
Yes, we all
Yeah,
are. Except no, Uncle Si's not.
I'm Central
I'm not.
Time,
Yep.
Web Central Time.
Yep. I guess
Felix is that weird Rocky Mountain time.
Yeah.
So is
So
Jade.
Jade.
I
Yep.
forgot about yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, but I have them all written here, and all the plugs and stuff. And you need to use that plug.
The overlay that's got the names of the shows and what platforms
don't-
they're on.
So
I'm gonna load it for you right now.
to the
before I leave.
drive.
No, I'll put it on your on the brand.
Well, I tried that and it was really grainy and you couldn't see.
I've got the original.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I wanted that so I could put it in the intro video as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Splash page for it. So
Plugs, is it? I think this might be it. Yeah. There you go.
there we go.
So there you go.
Twitch.tv Veterans. Oh, we're gonna
Okay,
put
go
it right
ahead.
out there. Well, we're obviously streaming on the first 3 over here, Veterans right now, on the Facebook Scram Jett page, obviously, and the Monday Night Mayhem on Monday nights. Crossroads on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Full Metal Crayonators, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursdays, wrap up our week. They give our safety brief, and it's from two Marines. You probably don't want to listen to it, but you don't want to miss it. Trust me.
Right.
It is always interesting.
They got better things every week. Like I think you guys popped up with it the first week, like, oh shit, we are the last week. We are the last show for the weekend. So yeah, two bearded Marines giving you your safety brief.
What could go wrong?
Absolutely everything.
Do
a stunt.
You just got dared.
Don't go to bed. Do a stunt.
Do a flip.
I'll do a stunt.
Do a stunt.
See, this is why I love my friends.
Dang, Dale.
Oh.
Oh, now you got me 3 minutes.
Oh, man, you brave mofo.
Hold on.
Like I said, I've tried that stuff. It's freaking good, but it's hot.
Just so you guys know what it is.
Just so you know, when Felix, he used to make this stuff in his kitchen.
Carolina
when he does
Reaper.
Black Label with Carolina Reaper, he still has to make it in his kitchen. His co-packer can't do it. He goes full kit. He has rubber gloves, a face shield, a respirator. I mean, he's basically making tear gas in a jar.
Mm-hmm. We'll get you at like 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
It's good, but it's got some heat.
We're at 30 seconds.
It's really good.
Oh, the flavors are really good, but that heat, oh my God, I can't do the heat, man. Not
so
anymore.
I know he uses Jim Beam bourbon, and one of the sweeteners is pineapple juice. And I can tell you that's what I can taste. I love pineapple. I can taste the pineapple juice. And when we added that in there, I'm like, that's it. That's it. You know, people use cane sugar and molasses and all this kind of crap. All this thick kind of crazy stuff. This is like a fruit sugar. You know what I mean? It's really good. It's lighter. You know what I mean? It's a thinner sauce, so it's not like thick, goopy, like squeezing out like crap.
It's not that bullshit, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that SBR. No.
Yes. It's not mixed up freaking, ketchup and stuff like that. So.
Well, and the other thing is it can go on
30.
anything. It can go on fish, pork, chicken, beef, bison, elk, eggs. I mean, Yeah.
The mustard rub, I have a 2-pound bag of, and I put that on bacon.
Yep.
And I put it on eggs, just a little sprinkle on it. It's got a slightly sweet hint to it. I use it in a combination rub for my Boston butts. I use it on my pork belly burn ends, which I also use the mustard sauce and original sauce on. So it's awesome.
I use the rub like Lowry seasoning salt. Literally, like I will put the mustard rub on popcorn. It's
30 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna go out with a bang too. So I got one more for you after that.
Right,
I don't know. It's probably not gonna end well, but I'm gonna try.
Just started it off with this.
Right? What stupid shit will Kyle do this time? He's
Well,
like, do a stunt. I'm like, he's like, don't do a stunt. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. What can I do? I have I've got Reaper barbecue here. I'll just drink it.
You're good. It's 2 minutes 40 seconds. You can. Didn't seem like it bothered you all that much anyway. So.
Give me.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. I've seen those done. Nice.
There's a little bit left in there, but
nice.
He needed it.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to bed.
Night,
love you all.
Well, you're gonna
See
fart
you guys,
yourself awake after that anyway. So.
No, after that sausage Thursday. Yeah.
Oh,
You're good. Anything's better than that.
Yeah, that was horrible. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for Crossroads. And good night.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Yep. See you guys
Later.
It's
Sweet.
seriously good. Him and Tom are both friggin' awesome. I'm glad we got him on the network. Those guys are hilarious. Kyle is just like, yeah, I'll wear that. Yeah, I'll eat that.
It's been a riot having that little variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're all, quite a few Air Force vets, a few Army vets, and then we drop a bunch of crazy Marines in this shit. And it's been good. We needed that little touch. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it pulled the whole kind of network together. Everybody, each show gives each other show grief, of course, but that kind of gave us at least it did me, like gave a boost, to why we're doing the podcast in the first place,
Absolutely. I mean, we have the whole dynamic too. I mean, those guys are straight up 22 a day. Let's do 3,000 miles, raise awareness. That might not be everybody's approach, not my approach, but I love having those guys as, colleagues. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, spur of the moment. He's in it. Like, I took a small nap on the couch. I realized Felix wasn't going to be on tonight. And I'd message him like, hey, brother, if you don't mind, I know it's short notice, but if you're not doing anything. So, yeah, true trooper for the cause for sure. I appreciate
like Tom's on, I think, day 295 of doing push-ups, 22 a day, so and them two guys know each other. So, like you were talking about the short notice, Felix, that's how this show started. Remember? Hey, can you guys do this? Pop in. Okay. Now look at us,
Yeah, we had a gap on our previous network, and one night that show wasn't going to go on, and Felix hit me up, and I'm like, I'd just been a guest on another show there, just playing Family Feud, and he's like, hey, you can live stream. Oh, okay. What are we talking about? He's like, I don't know, whatever we want. I'm like, okay, well, sure. And then now I got a freaking show. So, and now I got this cool little glowy mic, and it sounds decent. And now I need to upgrade my computer, and now I'm basically going to build a Loftus. It's a Loftus office in my new shop, and kind of soundproof it a little bit, make it into a decent studio. I'm running freaking Ethernet down there, like cable Ethernet, not just wireless. And I've got, so
nice.
No, I mean, I dig it. I've always been into live audio and stuff like that, and a little bit of broadcasting, and it's kind of brought it back to me. I got a pile of music equipment over here I haven't used in like a year, but I could have hooked some of that up. But no, it's been fun. It's been a great experience, man. I enjoyed doing it. My wife's always like, oh, you got a show tonight? You got a show tonight? You got a show tonight? It's like, no, just Tuesday. I got to spend time with you guys.
Right.
There was a point I was doing 2-3 nights a week, guest spotting a little bit, and that was a little much. So, but I will get set up in the new house this coming weekend. I will be indoors, unfortunately. I like being out in my little garage man cave, but that will come in a couple months. I will be on a better computer. So, but that'll be good. Being my new digs, I can't wait. I just want to get the freaking move over with, man. I've not moved in 12 years.
Oh, that's a while, bro.
Yeah. Ever since I was in the military, we moved.
Yeah.
Freaking twice in South Dakota, 4 times in Florida. And then from Florida, we moved here. Every one of those has been a rental. And now we're finally setting roots to buying a house. So we just never knew where the hell we were going to be. So I wasn't going to, go through that whole deal of signing 200 pages of paperwork and then having to deal with it on the back end. So thank you, Dale. Thank you very much. We're trying, brother. We're trying. It's fun. It's a blast. Sometimes the content writes itself. Sometimes we got to make that shit up as we go along.
Usually it's the latter.
Yeah, I will say one thing in closing. Our hearts and condolences go out to all the victims in Boulder, Colorado. That's a very, very intense situation. It definitely brings to light some issues with our mental health. Man, in the United States, I don't give a crap who you are. This is not a gun problem. If you don't like that statement, I'm sorry. That's who I am.
There's no gun law that would have stopped this tragedy.
Colorado has all the gun laws.
Exactly. And I feel for the families. I couldn't imagine seeing a family member's life politicized or some type of agendaized. It's just disgusting to me.
My advice to anybody is carry. Take your own safety as a personal responsibility. Don't depend on anybody else. I mean,
we had somebody on the network affected by it. Jade was on a lockdown for a couple days or for a couple hours because she was near that area of the store,
Yep. Yeah, it's, absolutely scary, but man, take care of yourself. Carry. Personal responsibility. I don't find a whole crazy sheepdog crap, stuff like that, but you definitely need to be vigilant. You don't need to be anybody's big brother. You get yourself to safety first. But if you're in a situation where it happens in front of you and you have a clear shot and you're prepared and trained, please do us all a favor. You know what I mean?
Well, like I put up a thing the other day on Facebook that somebody was like, you carry a pistol loaded with 2 backup mags and 3 different knives. What are you afraid of? And I was like, nothing.
So I will agree and disagree. I am afraid of I'm not afraid of a lot of things. I'm very wary of a lot of situations and people.
Yes.
Well, and people will mistake that for being scared. It's like, no, I just don't want to be. Situational awareness is what it boils down to. You know what is going on around you and who is around you, and try to see what their intentions are. Try to anticipate their intentions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got to scan the room and figure out, this is what's going on. And, and I like, even just on my little 12-minute beer strolls, when I'm walking, I'm looking everywhere, figuring out what's going on. I'm not going to be a victim if I can help it, You
got a personal responsibility, dude. Don't be a hero, but don't be a coward.
Oh, no. Well, like I've told the gals over at Walgreens, they know I carry. And, they're like, hey, if we ever get robbed, we're calling you. I'm like, hey, don't. I'm not the hero type. If I'm in the store and something happens and I see the guy coming towards me, I'm not going to think twice. But I'm not going to rush out and try to tackle him and be a hero. You know what I'm saying?
No. If it's a fine line and you never know what you're going to do until you're in that situation.
Well, and that's true, too. Yeah, you don't know. It's like, well, how could you kill somebody? You'd never know.
How can you? Well, a lot of people can't even imagine drawing down on anybody. You know what I mean? Because put it this way, you skin that chuck wagon, you better be ready to put a bullet in somebody. You never draw your weapon unless you need to. And when you draw your weapon, you do it with intent, and you make sure that threat is there. Because on the other side of that, there's so many ways you can get sued by the family. Sued by bystanders. It sucks to say.
It does. It really does. Yeah.
If you're going to carry a weapon, be trained. Be trained very well, and be knowledgeable of your state and local and city laws, and have a good lawyer. You know what I mean? Have a damn good lawyer, because it's in this world today, it's going to suck. It is. It's going to suck bad. It's going to suck for you if you have to take down a threat. It's going to suck for you when you have to do it. It's going to suck for you because you're going to get treated like a criminal as well. Even though you just potentially stop someone from getting hurt or someone's property from being majorly destroyed or whatever. You know what I mean? So just be prepared. That's all I got to say. I got no other advice besides that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not anything. This is not legal advice. This is not anything. This is just some random dude on the internet that has seen a thing or two and be prepared.
Yeah, and it's kind of military training. Like, where do you think battle buddies came from? They didn't let you go down in the Ville or down range without somebody with you. And like you're saying, situational awareness. They drill it into your head.
Yep. I not take away from the loss of life that happened older. It's senseless and stupid, and of course, certain sectors of the public are going to blame the inanimate object and not the mental health of the person behind it, which sucks. Which everybody on this network is trying to help with mental health. Whether it's Scram Jett approach or Full Metal Crowd Eaters running 3,000-mile approach. So we're trying to do bring awareness and trying to help that. You know what I mean? Trying to keep it from getting to that point. Although I don't give a crap about this guy. He needs to rot, and his name never needs to be mentioned again. Does not need to be publicized or anything or politicized. He needs to rot.
Well, and like I've said it before. It's like, you cannot legislate evil in somebody's heart and mind. If they have evil in their heart and mind, they're going to figure out whether it's with a weapon, whether it's a Timothy McVeigh explosion, whether it's flying planes into a building. All of that was illegal already, and guess what? It still happened.
Yeah. Like I said, this is not to take away from the loss of life. Our thoughts are with the families.
Oh, yes.
The first responding officer, I understand, was one of the first ones. Well, not maybe the first ones killed, but he was killed. Multiple officers injured. I know in this day and age most of the country is not big fans of law enforcement. They're sometimes justifiable reasons for that, but I can guarantee you I've known some bad cops for sure, and I've pretty much helped get some bad cops out of the force in a certain location before. But I know some absolute angels, absolute public servants, and those are 99% of the people that I've known in law enforcement. So, just telling you, those are the guys that run toward danger when everybody else is running away. And we share that as far as being in the military, and we're here for everybody: first responders, EMTs, cops, paramedics, military members, anybody is who we're here for. So please make yourself ready, be prepared, take care of yourself, and take personal responsibility. Is going to be my parting words, basically. Uncle Si?
Yeah, like you were saying, the only parting words is like my heart hurts for the people in Atlanta, the people in Boulder. It's senseless. It didn't need to happen, but it's because of the lack of mental health. Like you were saying, we're trying to raise awareness of mental health. That's the bigger issue. It's not a gun issue. It's mental health issue. If people can get the help they need and not look at it as it being a deficiency,
or stigma or anything like that. Yeah.
Right. Like that happened to a lot of us in the military. It's like, hey, something's going on up here. I need some help. And then it's like, oh, you're one of them guys. We'll put you over here, Yeah. And that stigma needs to go away. It's okay to ask for help.
Absolutely. Well,
hey,
we got an appearance.
How you doing, brother?
Wild West. What's going on? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
What's up, brother? You doing all right?
Yeah. I brought my brother, my brother and sister. We haven't been together in over 26 years in one spot.
Wow.
I haven't seen her since she was 16, face to face, breathing the same air. We talked on FaceTime. Just she's busy. She's a businesswoman. We just never fucking made it happen, unfortunately. And
hey, we're still live, by the way.
I know.
Okay, just making sure you know.
I'm just smoking a cigar.
Yeah, I see you smoking a stogie. Make me kind of want one.
I saw your TikTok earlier on the back porch with you and your sister, bro. So
yeah, she's fucking wild, dude. She is just as wild as she was when we were kids. She's like it was like not skipping a beat. It was like no time has passed. She was sitting there wild and foul. Then I had to bring my brother back to his I call it his trap house that he stays in. And we're driving back, and she goes, little sister, she goes, you can buy me some rallies, please? I'm like, you fucking all right, I got it. I forgot my wallet. I'm like, yeah, sure you did.
Buy me some rallies.
Yeah, so we're hanging out, and pretty much everyone else is going to sleep, and I'm just chilling. Tomorrow morning's going to be early. I got to go pick my brother up. The ceremony, the event's tomorrow. I'm going to be speaking last for the family and my grandmother.
Gotcha.
You know,
we didn't touch on the situation, man. We didn't want to put your business out there, but if you want to, you can. So
it's all good. You know, my grandmother passed on Sunday at 3:00 Central Standard Time. Lived to the ripe old age of 86 years old. She's the matriarch of our family. She's the one that gave me my passion for life. She's pretty much, without her, there'd be no Sauce Boss. And it's pretty cool. She was my biggest disciplinarian. She was my biggest supporter and also my biggest partner in crime. You know, she taught me how to sneak the bottom of banana pudding under the custard with a spoon and not break the custard. You know, she also gave me my very first beer at a crawfish boil.
There we go.
Like, she, you know, as a child in the single digits, had to wean me off of beer with apple cider because I used to steal her little ponies and drink them. Then she swapped them out with little ponies of apple cider to get me off the sauce early. So it might have not have been the military that made me drink as much as I can.
Maybe not. Maybe they'll have a little history with it.
Yeah, but no, you know, the normal commensurate family drama bullshit. I'm kind of like the middleman, you know, I take no sides. I just don't want drama.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've been doing. But my sister, woo, if you want the hood,
she's scrapping already. She's scrapping already.
Not yet, but she's ready to. She's like
take her earring off already. Like,
dude. She's like straight up like, if somebody fuck around and find out, she is straight up ready. She goes, let somebody come in that funeral and do something stupid. This is the woman that literally, as kids, she beat up the base commander's son because he was a bully, and she didn't understand that our dad can get in trouble. That's why I didn't stand up to him because the Navy. But she almost put that little motherfucker eye out. Like, this my little sister. My little sister. Guys used to come to me in school and be like, "Yo, man, you tell your little sister to leave me alone." I'm like, "You just heard what you said, right?" Like I can control that.
Right.
Yeah. So, nah, she's cool. It was kind of nice hanging out. You know, I'm gonna stay over here at my mom's house tonight, and we're already ready and prepped for tomorrow. You know, go pick up stuff. I'm just here for my mom. Just, you know, staying straight, doing what I need to do, ferry service, whatever she says, pretty much.
Gotcha. I think
it's kind of weird though because no one's cooking tomorrow.
That is weird.
It's weird because my mom doesn't want anything set up. I'm like, I'm here, you know, and then everyone's expecting me, and she's like, nope. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have food. We're going to have seafood, but it's getting ordered in from a restaurant, you know, not a restaurant, but a spot, as we call it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. But I think she just doesn't want me to stress. You know, she's just happy that I came down. And I'm not going to lie, the last 2 times I was down here, she pretty much put me to work on cooking. So me being the ferry for my brother and sister and whoever else needs a ride, because I got a rental car, you know, what I'm doing and pretty much keeping the peace and making sure everyone kind of stays level-headed.
Gotcha. Well, definitely, dude. Thanks for dropping in for a little bit, man. Take care of your people down there. I remember that back porch. That's a nice backyard.
Dude, man, they upgraded. He got new power poles. Yeah, he got new power drops in here. He put this light up. They got new outdoor blinds they're gonna be putting in.
Nice.
Yeah, man, they did some work in here. David's been doing a damn thing. So they got this bootleg TV out here that plays all movies that it's not supposed to for some reason.
I mean, you in New Orleans.
Like I'm watching movies that are not even released yet, like Avengers 14. Like, how is that even a movie? Bootleg. Is that Amazon Fire Stick? No, that's that Amazon Iron Stick. Like, what? Iron. No, it's been good, and all I did with my mom's husband and my sister. I had a beer, hung out with them, and chill. I just been just staying level, just being here for my family,
Gotcha, brother. Gotcha.
But
well, you got any parting words?
Huh?
You got any parting words, brother?
Well, just like I say, man, especially with what I'm going through, it shows people are people. Just be good humans, because people fucking suck. Family, not family. But one cool thing about being vets, we can make our own family, and I think I've done a pretty good job at that. I got you two fools up in there, brothers in arms and brothers.
Yep.
Got John up in here, got Dan Webb. All the folks I'm looking at in the chat. I got an amazing sisterhood, Ashley and Jade and Big Booty Judy, and even Josh, and we got the two special kids that we love. We had
Tom one of them in here.
Tom and Kyle. Was Tom in there trying to beat me again?
No, we had Kyle in here this time. We're pushing on his 3,000-mile run and stuff like that.
Yeah. Doing shit like that. Like,
I caught him short notice.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do something like that, but I'm gonna drive it.
I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna drive it, bro.
I'm gonna drive it, bro. I got you.
I am. I just got to pull out my drift footage, man. I drift for 22 seconds all the time. Like I can't. Like that's all. I got nothing to stack up against them. The guys are amazing. So
Felix,
they are.
Felix, after you get your food truck, you could be Kyle's support vehicle. He'll smell the smoke coming off of the trailer, and he'll just be following you the whole time across the country.
But I can't feed him, because if I do, the fucker ain't gonna make it. Like, wait, what happened? Well, brisket.
Brisket, burnt ends, ribs, smoked
mac and cheese,
steak, smoked mac and cheese.
He got a clogged artery.
I got a cramp. I got to sit in my support vehicle.
Yeah, he got a clogged artery about mile 109.
Just one. Like I said, I saw you guys on still, so I wanted to pop in and say hi. I forgot I'm in a Central Time Zone now, so it's all jacked up.
Yeah, you are.
But you guys have a good night. Love you all.
You too, brother.
Peace.
I think my video's frozen, but later, man.
Yeah, you're frozen. Later.
Later. All right, everybody. That's going to take us out to the show. We have kept above 10 viewers the entire time. Like, we got a viewer from every single source that we shared to, except for Felix Irving's Facebook. But it's okay. 3 different Twitch accounts, YouTube account, and 5 different Facebook accounts. So thank you for being with us. I'm sorry that my video is frozen right now. At least I'm in a flattering pose.
Yeah, it's not like, you're not doing the blow-up doll pose.
I don't know what's going on. I use a GoPro as a webcam, and it usually is great. It's probably my computer, more than likely. I'll try to solve that in the after show. But thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to rock out with the intro video. Well, I need to make an outro video, too. But did you notice I did add a couple clips to the intro video? It had Felix like throwing down a steak to sear and then cutting up a turkey.
I saw
So,
the turkey one. Yeah, I was like, oh, I remember when he did that.
yeah, so I replaced a couple little clips in there. You know, like I said, you need to film some crackheads at the Circle K. Let's get them on an intro video or something like that. So that's all we need. A little personality in it, bro. So thank all you guys for staying with us. This is W. I'm gonna sign off. Uncle Si. See you in the after show, brother.
All right, bro.